Hello and welcome, everyone. It's another edition of WSATV. I'm Laura Rubenstein here and very excited to be here with Women Speakers Association. We have an incredible show for you today with Dr. Joy Macci. My role here as host and producer and as a digital media and marketing strategist is to bring forth leaders and show you their wisdom, give you the advice and tips that they have to share. And that's what we're going to do and jump in today. I'm here in San Diego, California, and I want to go over and say hello to Dr. Joy. How are you?
Doing great, Laura. How about you?
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Glad to be here. So tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I'm in Dallas, Texas. I am CEO of Leveling Up Leadership. So we're really excited about that.
Yes, and speaking of leveling up in leadership, that is our total topic today, is how to up-level your leadership and why to, and what does it mean? What advice do you have for women today to elevate their leadership?
Oh, absolutely, Laura. The neat thing for us to realize that everyone is a leader. Every single person is a leader. When we wake up in the morning, when you get up, whether you're leading your family, you're going to Starbucks, getting a coffee, your energy that you carry into a place, whether it's at a Fortune 500 company or a family or a culture or a charity, whatever it is, you impact it. And we are all leaders. And to understand that.
And so if we have to well, I guess we don't have to recognize we're a leader, but if we're automatically a leader,
right.
What should we know to, bring our energy to it? But what advice do you have to help us really take it on?
To move it to the next level. Okay, for that, number one, we got to take control. You know what I mean? You got to take charge of where are you right now? What situation are you in? And how can you elevate it? And the best way that you can elevate it is number one is with your energy, your enthusiasm. Plus, you want to have an all-consuming passion for excellence where you raise the bar of your expertise. A fun example of that, someone who brilliantly captures that is Candy Crowley. She's CNN's award-winning political science, and she says, whatever you do, be the best so no one can ignore you. And that's what is so important for women around the world. Whatever we do, be so good that people can't ignore you.
That sounds a little intimidating. What would you say to that?
Well, but a lot of it is, it could be being in a loving way. It could be having you wake up with your child to encourage them to be the best that they can be. Or it could be someone you're going into the boardroom and you've got all these guys you're trying to do, they're arguing about different things. What can you do to encourage them to align what they're doing so the whole group can move things next level? We don't have to be the heads of countries. Some women are. There's a few leaders that are women that are that way. But what we can do is always be the best you. And what can you do? Every day, it's our life. What do you know when you live your life? What quality do you want to live with your life?
So why is this important? Why should we be thinking about this consciously?
Oh gosh, well, a lot of it, I kind of learned it the hard way in college. I was at University of Arkansas. I was top honor student, number one on the tennis team until January of 1980. I wake up in intensive care, hooked up to life support. I had a freak fall down a flight of marble stairs in the sorority house getting up for church and a skull fracture concussion. And what was interesting, when I had the stairway fall down to heaven, I had a stairway to heaven experience. And God said, Joy, life is a gift. And I give each and every person unique gifts destined for greatness. Have you tapped into yours? Nervously at 20 years old, I said, Father, I'm not done. And then time stood still. I was like nervous, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's going to go? And then with a wink and twinkle in his eye, he pointed out me back to come back. And he says, Joy, you were given your name for a reason. Your mission is to find out why. So I've learned that my life passion, purpose, and my name is to live, give, and share joy in the world, helping others discover their joy, align and expand their God-given gifts, goals, and greatness. And
Mm.
everyone has greatness within them. And that's what I want, just the beauty of life that we have, because life is a gift. But what gift can you give into the world too?
I'm just pausing because that's so inspiring to have that notion to recognize that there's something special here, there's something unique, and that can be of
Yeah.
contribution to others, whether
Yeah.
it's your family in the
Hmm.
boardroom or in the community, the world at large. So,
Right.
I think we're in a time where we need a lot of inspiration. So I'm really excited that you're
Yeah.
doing this in your work. Tell us a little bit about your work. Who do you work with? What do you do with them? What are you really inspired to
Oh,
create?
absolutely. What's kind of fun is we've been blessed to travel the world helping companies to align their leadership cultures to maximum productivity and results. Because we really look at society now, what's going on? There's about, I would say, gosh, is it 95.8% of all S&P 500 companies are controlled by what? Male leadership cultures. And what happens with that, often there's many times that dramatic reduction is happening of the female management and leaderships, their resources, their productivity, and their profits. And the key thing was really our passion really is to help the companies to educate and empower women on gender specialized leadership systems, skills, and tools to help them raise the bar where they can take charge and lead and also work well with the male leadership. And what's nice, women, we can work together so that both the male and female leadership are aligned for maximum power and productivity. Because it's a different language. Don't you remember remember John Gray's Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, that book? Because it's almost like a different language a lot of times, where the way the men think, be, do, and act is often totally opposite of how women think, be, do, and act. And what we want to do is to build a language where we can all speak together and everybody raise the bar, where instead of competing against one another, we cooperate and accelerate and raise the bar. So,
And would you say that you do that by helping both men and women speak each other's language?
yes, helping them understand the language. A lot of times, it's just for us to understand our language and how we express ourselves is often totally misinterpreted by men and vice versa, and then how they interpret it. And where we can learn, it's almost like a like language. We almost want to have the language of diversity leadership, because it almost is a new language. I learned that when I was in Europe. I was doing a television series and we had to speak in German on it. Jawohl, ich spreche ein bisschen Dutch. But I was doing a tennis television series. I was the only female in the cast. But what was funny was the way the interaction and the communication, you express yourself when you're speaking a different language. But how do we get the languages where they're all together, where everyone understands and everyone has fun? It makes a
You
difference.
had different languages literally, and then you had the
Oh,
gender,
I
languages.
know.
Wow.
It was
So,
crazy. It was wild. But
so
yeah.
tell us your story. How did you get into all of this?
Oh gosh. Well, for the past, tennis has been one of my gifts, even though I had that life-threatening head injury. I ended up coming back and I got into international tennis management and managed staff and directed programs and leadership all around the world. And my ex-husband and I ran Macci International Tennis Academy in Florida. And we were training some of the young tennis prodigies you might have heard of: Serena and Venus Williams, Andy Roddick, a couple of little names people know about. But what was so fun is what we really saw in the wide, wide world of sports, it is definitely gender biased, because there were women were missing in the leadership aspect of international sports industry. And then I started going, gosh, this doesn't seem quite right. And then when my leadership, speaking and coaching and consulting expanded into Fortune 500 companies, leading sports organizations and nonprofits, I kept seeing the same gender issues started happening. And I guess, gosh, women are equal. This is where, and also, how can we all win? How do we get helping women win, not only in sports or in business, but also in life by combining their lives? So that's kind of where that evolved.
And now you do that professionally. You speak about it, you
Yeah.
teach about it, you consult about it, right?
Yep. Absolutely. That's the fun
Awesome.
part of it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, bringing that wisdom and elevating leaders all over the world. I
Right.
admire that, and thank you for that awesome work. And I want to encourage
Oh,
people to find you online as well. So where can they find you?
okay, well, you can go on levelingupleadership.com or also drjoymacy.com.
It's a beautiful thing. Yes, so
Yeah.
be in touch with Dr. Joy if you
Oh.
have any, interest in leveling up your leadership. And the expert is here for you. The doctor's in the house.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And that's what we
Oh,
do here at Women Speakers Association. We do uplevel your leadership's ability by collaborating together. And
yeah.
we love to bring leaders together to do that, to uplevel
Mhm.
each other. I'm wondering for you, what is the value you see for yourself and for others in Women Speakers Association?
Well, the reason that I'm very excited to be a part of Women's Speakers Association is the opportunity to meet, to connect, actually to serve and to service and support women speakers around the world. Because that's the neat part. Whether you were in our local community, nationally or international, the more we join forces together, the more that we can make a difference and impact the world. And I think that would be a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and that's what we do. In fact,
Yeah.
for anybody watching today, please feel free to say hi in the chat box. We'd love to know you're here. We'd love to know if you've been inspired, and we'd love for you to join us at joinwsa.com. We have a free level of membership waiting for you, including a speaker success plan where we'll guide you. We'll take you on that leadership journey together. Not only will you get a downloadable document, you'll get a group coaching call with our CEO and founder, Gail Watson, and it goes
Mhm.
on from there. You can find out all the details at joinwsa.com, or you can do what Dr. Joy has done and join us at the premier level for our really
Yeah.
amazing level of benefits that we have for you. So please join us there. Join WSA.com. We're going to be back with another fabulous interview next week. And Dr. Joy, thank you again for all your wisdom. Is there a parting uh, piece of advice you'd like to give?
Oh gosh. Let me think of it. Well, to remember success is what you attract by the person you become. So remember, everyone can become great when you align your God given gifts, goals, and greatness.
Yes. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.